Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Obviously, tomorrow, a little thing is happening on Steam called the Steam Winter Sale. A big opportunity for a lot of people to spend a lot of money irresponsibly. That's where I come in. I try to guide you guys in the right direction so you guys don't end up like some of my friends that buy Assassin's Creed microtransactions. I joke, of course, only kinda. But I want to go over some tips to help you survive this Steam Winter Sale. I know a lot of you guys are super excited. You probably got that wallet loaded up with credit, or maybe you're waiting for the holidays to pass and you're getting stuff for Christmas. I don't know. You guys know how this thing works. We're going to go over 5 tips. A lot of this is stuff that I've talked about in the past, but I think it's always a good time to reiterate a lot of this stuff as we get into the sale itself. And it's a very big opportunity for a lot of people to make irrational impulse purchases because 1 o'clock Eastern is going to strike tomorrow. People are going to see those gigantic signs of 50% off, 75% off. People are going to be like, oh my god, Gotham Knights 50% off? That game just came out, bro. But I'll explain why just deciding with your impulse might not be the best idea. Alright, so number 1, my first tip, do not buy anything you don't plan to play in the near future, even, and this is important because I know a lot of you guys will justify this by saying, oh, it's 75% off, bro. There's no way it's gonna get any even cheaper. No, even if it's dirt cheap, if you're not planning to play it within, let's say, the next 3 to 4 months, don't buy it. Why is that? Well, yeah, Steam is great, and a game 75% off, let's say a game that I always recommend, Enslaved Odyssey to the West, it's like $5, it'll be $5, $2.50, something like that. It might look like a very, very wise purchase to make. A game that cheap, a game that good, let me go pick it up. But if you're not planning on playing it in the immediate future, why I say don't buy it is because even if that is the basement price it's going to get to on Steam, it's probably not going to get cheaper than 75, 80% off, whatever. But what if in a couple months, Humble is running a Bandai Namco publisher Humble bundle where you get Enslaved Odyssey to the West and a billion other games for X amount of dollars, and then you're just like, man, I just bought Enslaved a couple months ago, that's a useless key in that bundle. Well, that's why you don't do that, because you just never know when things like that are going to happen, and there's nothing for you to risk. You're not risking anything by not spending money, because even if you don't get Enslaved now, guys, there's sales running all the time, so like that deal will be available again 100% within the next 3 to 4 months. The only exception to that rule is really if you're looking at a super niche title, like even more niche than niche. Like Steam is the only platform to buy that game on, and like, yeah, you just want a super low-key title, then I guess you can buy that, but I still wouldn't recommend you doing that because chances are it is gonna go on sale again, because there's only a very few select amount of titles that will go on sale during the winter sale and not see another discount within that next 3 to 4 month time period. And this extends beyond games that are dirt cheap. If it's a game like a Gotham Knights, a Plague Tale Requiem, oh baby, doubly so that rule applies. Look, Gotham Knights, I foresee that game, given it's the holiday period, given that people got money to spend right now, they got credit to spend or whatever, people are going to see a game like Gotham Knights 50% off for $30. I know Nightwing, I know Robin, whatever, like DC's kind of popular. That whole genre is pretty popular, and I foresee that being one of the top selling games out of this entire sale, but it'll be 50% off for $30. It will 100% get cheaper than that, and unless you are dying to play Gotham Knights and you need to play it within, like, let's say the next month or two, you don't gotta buy it. It's gonna be cheaper. It's gonna go down to $15, probably sooner than you think. And even if it's not $15, I'm talking $19.99, $24.99, etc., etc. So this is a rule that I just think it's very, very beneficial to live by, because guys, I've been there when I just started getting into PC gaming, and my Steam library is flooded with games that I bought in 2012, and I haven't yet played them. Just because I was like, yeah, bro, let's go buy everything. $2 for this game, $3 for that game. Yeah, no, just don't do the same mistake that I made so many times, and you'll be better off for it. All right, next up. So let's say you bought a game like Gotham Knights. Let's say you bought a game like a Plague Tale Requiem. Well, those games are pricey. You're talking $30 games, $35 games. I enjoyed Gotham Knights. I enjoyed Plague Tale as well. Let's just get that out of the way. But maybe you're not going to end up enjoying those games. Maybe those games don't perform to your ideal, performance standards on your PC. Well, this is a great opportunity for you to utilize Steam refunds. Guys, you gotta remember Steam refunds, and it shocks me. I have a lot of friends that are more so, casual gamers and whatnot. They play games here and there. And I was talking to one of my buddies. He's very much not a big Souls-like guy. And I was like, hey, try out Elden Ring. If nothing else, you can end up refunding the game, and it's no sweat off your back. Steam refunds are so easy to use. And my boy was, taken aback by this. He's just like, Steam refunds? That's a thing? And I'm like, yeah, that's a thing. It's been a thing for a long time. You don't know about that? And he had no idea that Steam refunds were a thing, and he was of the mindset, oh, it must be convoluted. Oh, it must be a pain to actually get your refunds. And it's not at all. They have an established window. So you have a 2-week window and then a max 2-hour playtime. There are extenuating circumstances where Steam is still going to give you the refund if you exceed 2 hours. Let's say if a game is a really, really poor PC version and it's just being talked about all online, I want to say, maybe Steam would have given you a refund on a Callisto Protocol if you just explained to them, even if you passed that 2 hours, that the game was a stuttering mess, and I would imagine they would give you a refund, but you just want to be on the safe side, and you want to err on the side of caution, where Steam outlines and Valve outlines their, requirements and their threshold for refunds. It's 2 hours and 2 weeks, so if 2 weeks elapses, you're out. If you play more than 2 hours, I would consider yourself out. Again, extenuating circumstances aside, but utilize Steam refunds, especially if you play a game that's crashing on you, if it's performing poorly on your PC, etc., etc. That's why Steam refunds is a thing, and it's so effective, because there was a time where bad PC ports were coming out, and you didn't have the option to refund the game. I'm sure you could still, go out, message support, and you could have gotten a refund, but now it's such a streamlined process. All you have to do is go to your account settings, go to your purchase history, boom, there you go. You click the refund button, and it's super, super easy to do, and you would be foolish not to take advantage of that when the opportunity presents itself. Now, I'm not advocating, go buy a billion games and play them 2 hours each and just keep refunding them until, you can do that, but I imagine Steam would eventually have some sort of safeguard in place that would block you from doing that 100 times within the same winter sale, but your mileage may vary on that one. But nonetheless, utilize Steam refunds. It's a no-brainer. All right, next up, number 3, utilize third-party e-tailers. This is another one that, I know a lot of you guys do like to buy your games directly on Steam, and that's why I cover the winter sale so much, but I also cover a lot of deals on other platforms, your Games Planets of the world, Humble Bundles, Green Man Gamings. They got so many great deals, and a lot of the times, they're going to beat out whatever price that's available on the winter sale. I've been talking about the Gotham Knights deal as just an example. Well, Gotham Knights is probably going to be $29.99 on Steam. It's already available for $25 and change over at Green Man Gaming, so you can buy it on there, and it's not the same as buying it on the Epic Game Store, of course, because the Epic Game Store version, if you buy it, you're locked into the Epic Game Store. With a site like GMG or a Games Planet, with the majority of titles, you are getting Steam keys. There are exceptions, and they outline it. Every site outlines what key you're getting, what DRM you're going to be locked to. And usually it is going to be a Steam key, but sometimes you'll have a title like Red Dead Redemption 2, and that'll be like Rockstar Social Club or Epic Game Store, or a game that's just an EGS timed exclusive, or whatever the case may be. Those games will be DRM locked. But in the case of, like I said, Gotham Knights, Plague Tale Requiem, that you can buy on one of the other e-tailers, you're getting Steam keys for those. So utilizing third-party e-tailers is very effective. However, one caveat to buying on a third-party e-tailer, that does eliminate you from utilizing Steam refunds. So if you buy a key and you redeem it on Steam, no refunds on that key, so you can't get a refund on that game. So that is something that is paramount for you to know. I know that some people are, get duped by that, so I want to make that clear so you guys don't end up, thinking you can buy a key from a third-party e-tailer and then get a refund on it as well. What you can do is you could buy the game on Steam, play it, see if you like it, see how it performs, refund the game regardless, and then go to the third-party e-tailer and buy the game. Little bit of a hassle to do that, and honestly, I don't even know if I should be saying that you can do that. I don't know if that's really allowed, but nonetheless, I do know some people that do that, so that's like the added step if you do want to do that. That just seems like a lot of work to me, so if you don't want to take the chance of like the refund, buy it on Steam. Otherwise, utilizing a third-party e-tailer is super effective, and you can get some great, great deals. All right, number 4, I'd highly recommend you to find the bundles. The bundles available on Steam are sometimes memes. Like some of the Mega Man X collection bundles are memes where you literally pay like a penny more, but There are bundles like the Valve Complete Collection, the bundles that include a game that has a ton of DLC where you get the game and a lot of the DLC. That's super effective to take advantage of. And obviously the bundles extend onto ETailers as well. Fanatical's got great bundles. Humble, obviously, they're like the king of bundles. And they've always got great bundles. Bundles are super effective where you spend like $10 and you get a ton of games. And even if it's like 4 to 5 of those games or 3 to 4 of those games that you find interest in, well, then you're just getting a bunch of extra games and you can play them if you want, or you could just pad out your Steam library. Maybe someday they'll be effective. But like, let's go on Humble Bundle right now and let's see what kind of bundles they got live right now. They've been cycling a lot of bundles in during this holiday period. So right now, they've got a Holiday Encore Best of Boomer Shooter bundle, for example. It's $12, and I'll get you titles like Forgive Me, Father, Dread Templar, Amid Evil, Dusk, Heat on Bloodright, Project Warlock, and Hellbound. That's a lower key bundle, but they just had a bundle like the Middle Earth bundle that had like Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War, a couple Lego games. Like, that was a bundle a lot of people took advantage of. They've also got something like the Tacticians bundle that seems like people are excited about. Has Gears Tactics in there, for example, Phantom Doctrine, Hard West, Star Renegades, John Wick's Hex, Warhammer 40k Mechanicus, and Dark Deity, and Red Solstice 2. All that, 8 titles for $12. That's like a really good value deal. So if you want value, bundles are what you want to look at in terms of quantity, and you're gonna get a lot of quality. And then lastly, this is just generally speaking, I think you should utilize this, but if you're taking my first 4 advice, that's probably gonna make you a little bit more selective on what games you pick up. However, utilize the Steam wishlist feature. There are so many games that are available on Steam and just absurd amounts of games that are coming out every day, every week, that a lot of titles get lost in the shuffle. And if you see a game that's on sale, you know, and you have some interest in it, but you're like, man, I don't want to spend the money on it right now, add it to your wish list. You're gonna have this large library of games that's just gonna keep growing and growing, and then when another sale does happen, let's say when I'm pretty sure there's going to be like a spring sale in March or April, then you'll be able to just go to your wish list and you'll see every game that's on sale. To give you, let's see how many games are on my wish list. Like I can pull that up right now and tell you guys. So I have 730 games on my wish list. Like, what kind of degenerate am I for having 730 games on my wish list? I think it's crazy, but it's no slight off my back. I see a game and I'm like, all right, this looks kind of interesting. I'll add it to my wish list. For example, I have games like After Image on my wish list. That game's not out yet, but it looks like an interesting little game. I'll check it out when it does come out, and, you know, it's there for me at some point for me to check it out. Mato Anomalies, another lower key title that I heard about. Would have 100% forgotten about this game had I not added it to my wish list, but it's there in my wish list, and I'll pick it up at some point when it does come out. Scars Above, I don't even know what this game is, but it looks pretty darn good. It's coming from Prime Matter and Madhead Games, and Prime Matter is actually kind of notable, so I should be up to date on that. But nonetheless, that's why wish lists can be effective. I've got titles like Sanabi on there, which that's a super cool game. Gungrave Gore is still chilling on my wish list. Kind of got mixed receptions, but that's why it chills on my wish list for now. And then at some point, I will end up picking it up. But for a lot of you guys, you know, you're probably not as big of a degenerate as I am and having 700 games on your wish list. You know, build up that wish list to an extent. Maybe don't get to, you know, my degenerate ways, but, you know, add the games that pique your interest, and then maybe sometime down the line, pick them up then. But, you know, don't be buying everything, and especially, you know, a winter sale comes around and you're picking up 15, 20, 30 games. There's no possible way for you to actually get to all of those games within that, you know, 3-month window that I've been outlining. I don't know. Some of you guys might be able to if you're absolute savages, but you guys probably have lives. Like, the holiday break is going to end at some point, and then it's back to your normal routine of going to work and whatnot. But that is going to conclude this video. Again, wanted to go over everything, and I know this video was a little bit long-winded, but, you know, information that I feel like is going to be pretty effective for you guys to have a pretty easy time navigating the winter sale. But that's going to do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.